Have you ever felt a sudden wave of motivation after watching a video, but then all of a sudden the next day the motivation is not there anymore? Motivation is why a lot of people fail their New Year's resolution. And 2025 is not going to be different unless you change this one thing. Out of 100%, motivation only solves 20% of your problems. It even solves lesser than 20%. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you all why you need to stop being too motivated in 2025. This video is going to have several chapters. The first chapter is why you need to stop being too motivated, the solution, and the third chapter is how you go about it, like what you should do. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Why you shouldn't be too motivated in 2025 is because motivation is based on emotions and emotions are unreliable. Now let me explain that, let me break that down for you. You might watch a video and you feel very motivated, and then all of a sudden you just feel like, oh my god, I have to be better. You wake up early, you clean your room, you do everything you're supposed to do, but then all of a sudden the motivation is no longer there because you don't have that drive anymore. Do you understand? And I'm very sure a lot of people go through this, and I go through this as well, because there are times that I would feel extremely motivated. I would do what I'm supposed to do. I'll be like, oh, I must be better. At the end of the day, all the motivation is gone, and that's because they are based on emotions. For example, now, beginning of 2024, I felt very, very motivated. Like, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to do this, I will do that, and then I will start working towards those things, New Year resolution and stuff like that. But then guess what? January did not even end for the motivation to die. It's not as if the motivation died in February, the motivation died in January. So I'm sure this is something that a lot of people are going through. They feel motivated, but then all of a sudden that motivation is gone. They don't just get the vibes to do it again. I say that a lot. Maybe my friends are like, Bolo, you said you do this. I'm like, I don't just feel the vibes to do it anymore. Please, we've been doing this thing for years, and this is 2025. There has to be a change. Next chapter, which is the solution. The solution is what? Discipline. Please, I need to write a book. Discipline. Now, what is discipline? Discipline is doing something even when you don't feel like doing it. I am disciplined in some things, but assuming I'm disciplined in every aspect of my life, let me tell you, I'll be the most perfect person on this earth. But if you watch my last video, I talked about how being perfect is not possible and how you trying to be perfect is going to affect you. If you have not watched it, go and watch my last video after this video. Is the only way 2025 can be different for us. Discipline is the only way 2025 can be better than every other year. Now, let me talk about how discipline is built. First of all, if you want to be disciplined, you have to start small. You don't have to start big. You start big, you are going to end up making mistakes. You start small, you start with small steps, you start with small tasks, you start with small little things. And let me tell you something, no little thing is stupid. Every little thing that you do in order to build discipline is very meaningful. Yes, starting small could be like, okay, every morning when I wake up, I'll make sure I drink water. Don't ever try to start big, or else you're going to make a mistake. Another way of how discipline is built is through consistency and not perfection. Forget perfection. Like, let us carry perfection and leave it in one side. Let us try and carry that perfection mindset and throw it somewhere. So consistency over perfection. Doing 50% every single day is better than doing 100% 2 days out of a week. Doing something 50% is way better than doing 100% just 3 times in a month. So doing 50% or doing 20% is way better than doing nothing at all, or doing so much in one day that you don't do another thing the next day. Discipline is making short-term sacrifice for long-term satisfaction. It's just like saying that right now I have to work hard so that in future I'm going to enjoy myself. Just like in school, because trust me, in school it's not as if I love reading. Reading is my hobby. Like, reading school books is my hobby. I'm not going to come here and lie about that. But I know that I have to read. I have to make that short-term sacrifice. Another way on how discipline is built is through focusing on your why. Why do you want to be disciplined? For example, you want to be disciplined in your saving maybe saving aspects, like you want to start saving more. Now, why do you want to start saving more? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to be disciplined in this way? Why? So focus on your why. Another thing you all need to understand is that you have to accept that discipline won't always feel good, but you have to do it. You wouldn't always feel like doing that thing, but you have to do it anyway. And it's something that you have to accept. It's something you have to allow your brain to accept. To just end this chapter, we have to understand that nobody on this earth is born with discipline. They build discipline. Nobody on this earth was born with that. So every single person that you see that is so disciplined, that they are making it far in life, they are making it well in life, remember that if they can build discipline, that shows that you too can build discipline, and you can even be way better. That's just the truth. You never can tell. You can be way better than the people that you're even looking up to. But once you don't do some specific things, you would never show your full potential. Moving on to the next chapter, how to go about it. The first step is setting a routine. Now, what I mean by that is, maybe you want to be so disciplined that you want to start like making sure you read your Bible every single day. Now, don't just put it there that goal number 1, read my Bible every single day. No. How you should do it is you set a routine. What is a routine? A routine is something that you do every single day, something that you know that, okay, I'm going to do this thing today, I'll do it tomorrow. So in your routine, you put that goal in your routine. I feel like everybody has a routine. It just depends on if you take note of your routine or not. Put your goal inside your routine. Now, for example, if you want to be disciplined in the aspect of reading your Bible every single day, now your routine, you wake up every day. After waking up, you go and freshen up and you start doing the things that you're supposed to do around the house. Now, if you want to be disciplined in reading your Bible every day, inside that your routine, you put in reading your Bible. Like, you wake up, you pray, you read your Bible, you freshen up and go and do the things that you have to do. The second step is reduce friction. What do I mean by reduce friction? Make it as easy as possible. See, like I said earlier, don't be too motivated. It is motivation that makes you feel like doing all the old good thing in the world in just one day. Do you understand? So if you are working towards discipline, you don't do that. In our lives, we all have specific aspects of our lives that we want to be disciplined in. So if you know that, okay, this is a particular aspect you want to be disciplined in, what are you going to do? Out in that aspect, you look for the smallest, easiest thing to do and you add it to your routine. Don't ever try to do everything all at once. Don't ever try to make the task so hard. Make it so simple that you have to stress yourself to do it. That is how you are going to be disciplined. And remember, discipline is not about how hard the task is. Discipline is about how consistent you are. That is what discipline is. So no matter how small that task is, if you are consistent with it, let me tell you, you yourself will be happy with yourself. You'll be happy with your life. Those aspects of my life that I'm disciplined in is because of how I am able to show up every single time. Let me tell you something. I'm not able to do all those things 100% every single time. Sometimes it's 20%, sometimes it's 30%, sometimes it's 40%. But I make sure I show up every single day to do that thing. And that is how it has changed my life. It has helped me a lot in those aspects of my life. The third step is for you to create accountability. It might not really help you if it is only you that knows about it. Now, how you are going to help yourself is by telling your friends or your family that, okay, I am trying to be disciplined in this aspect. I am trying to be better this way, and these are the things that I want to do. So anytime you see that I'm not doing it, call me back to action and be like, I thought you said you were going to do this thing. When you tell your friends, trusted friend or trusted family that, okay, these are the things that I want to do this year, when they see you, and you would ensure, you would make sure you do those things so that they will not be like, oh, see you that you said that you do this thing, you are not doing it. So you would feel like, I have to make sure I do this so that I'll show these people that I can actually do it. You would not want them to be like, oh, I thought you said you were going to do this, why did you not do this? I thought you were trying to be better, why are you doing something absolutely opposite? And if you're not comfortable sharing maybe your goal or the fact that you want to be disciplined with your friends or your family, there are apps that can help you to track your habits. So while still on my discipline journey, there's one app that I normally use, and this is the app here. It's called Habitica. You all should go and download it now. It's called Habitica, and why I like this app so much is because mind you, this video is not a sponsored video. And why I use this app a lot, I use this app because it makes being better in life a game. It makes life a game. Normally, life is a game, but like it makes it interesting. Now if you are supposed to do something, you put on the habit on habitica that you are going to do. If you keep on clicking on is that okay, you did it today, you'll be getting like coins and all those extra stuff. So this thing is going to help you to track your habits. It's going to keep you accountable, because if you don't do the things that you said you were going to do, you would like your score would decrease. You would not gain some things, you will not gain some coins, you reduce your coins. So it's a very nice app. You all should try using it. So when you have something that keeps you accountable, it will make you to be disciplined. Another step is to track your progress. When you track your progress and you see how far you are going, if you see how well you are doing, you would feel extremely happy. You would feel motivated to do more. Now, how do you track your progress? You can track your progress by having a journal, because inside your journal you can start writing that okay, so today I was able to do this, the next day today I was able to do this. So you keep on talking about the things that you were able to do, the progress that you've made so far, and when you go back and you start reading those things, you'll be like, wow. So you track your progress. You have a book and pen, you write it down, or maybe it could be your phone. You write it down, okay, I was able to do this today, I planned to do this today, and I actually did it. The final step is for you to learn to reward yourself. When you remember that okay, if I'm able to do this thing, I have a reward for myself, you would feel the need to do that thing. Do you understand? Now me, the way I reward myself sometimes when I get some things done that I thought I wouldn't be able to get done, when I'm able to be disciplined in that particular thing, the way I reward myself is by getting myself a perfume. Like the perfume does not have to be, it doesn't have to be like one big very expensive perfume. That's what I'm talking about. And why I'm getting that reward is because perfume is something that makes me happy a lot. So reward yourself with something that makes you happy. You can reward yourself with a solo date, you can reward yourself with a new book, you can reward yourself with a new bag, a new clothes, anything. We could be materialistic, it could be something else, anything that you know that would make you feel good and you can afford at that moment. Reward yourself with it. And that's the last step. So now I'm going to give you a practical step of, let me just form a person. Now there is someone, their goal is that they want to read 10 pages of a book every single day. It could be any book. So now we understand that is a goal, that is something they want to be disciplined at. Now they have to know their why. Why do they want to be disciplined in this? Why do they want to read 10 pages of a book every day? The reason why this person wants to read 10 pages of a book every day is for them to gain more knowledge, maybe academically and stuff like that. That is their why. And the goal is for them to read 10 pages of book every day. Instead of reading 10 pages, they'll break the goal into a smaller step, and that is reading 2 pages of a book every single day. It's a very simple thing compared to reading 10 pages of a book. So breaking it down into small steps, they read 2 pages of a book. Now how are they going to read these 2 pages of a book every day? By adding it into their routine. Now another step that they are going to take in order for them to be consistent with this thing is by telling their friends or family that I want to be reading 2 pages of a book. If they see that you have not read 2 pages of a book in a day, they are going to remind you and be like, I thought you said we were going to do this. You would not want them to come and tell you that. There are times where that person will feel like reading, you just feel like, please, I don't have that strength, I'm stressed out, I need to sleep, my eyes are hurting and stuff like that. Now discipline is when, even when you feel like that, you read the 2 chapters of book. But I'm just saying it right now, it's not as easy as that. So in order for that person to be able to read the 2 chapters of book that day, before having that goal, has to have it at the back of their mind that you would not always feel comfortable doing those things, but you have to do it. Once that person has accepted that, you would read the 2 chapters of book. It might sound like, okay, you are forcing yourself to do that thing even when you don't feel like doing it. Once that thing is already part of your routine, you would not see it as, okay, it is a task. You would see it that it's like a part of my life, part of the things I do every day. Like every single day now, you have to have your bath. Every single day, you have to brush your teeth. Every single day, you have to eat. But nobody's forcing you to have your bath. Nobody's forcing you to brush your teeth. Stop looking at it like a task. Stop looking at it like a goal. Look at it as it is something that you have to do. It's something that is already part of you. Just like the way you have to have your bath every day, it is just the same way that you have to read those 2 pages of a book every single day. So that person will now start tracking their progress. And the person will be like, if I'm able to read 2 chapters of a book every single day for this month, I am going to reward myself with this. And that is just how discipline can be built. Discipline is not about being perfect. It is about showing up. So in other words, Start small, show up daily, and watch your life change, honestly. So in this year 2025, forget about being too motivated. What we all, including myself, should focus on is discipline. Let us focus on discipline. So we have come to the end of today's video, and I hope you all were able to learn something. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and also watch out for my next YouTube video, because what I'm about to post what I'm about to post. So yeah, with that being said, bye, and I'm going to see you all in my next YouTube video. Bye.